Roman Rudnik, talking about how to work with remote workers. Let's give him a warm MicroConf welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Roman. I am CEO of IconDesignLab.com company. We are UI guys, we are package guys, specializing on working on selling graphics. We make things beauty and make them ready for sales. What is interesting, we are 100% remote team, and this is 10 years in a row. I would like to share with you my experience of organizing work of remote workers, and for those of you who have not tried to work with remote workers, ensure that it worth trying. Before I start, I would like to ask a question. Is it possible to build something big on the basis of remote work? For those of you who have doubts, here are several names. All of them have a team where at least half work remotely. The most noticeable here is WordPress and the company Automatic that is staying behind the WordPress. It's totally distributed team. They have almost 500 employees in just over 40 countries, and the company is valuated more than $1 billion. Cool? What is more, mobility is a trend not only in devices. Starting from 2005, the number of remote employees increased more than 2 times. So the answer is yes. There are two main advantages of remote work for employer. First is geography. Good people are everywhere, not just in your city, and the price. I'm from Ukraine, so I can tell you about prices in Ukraine in the IT sector. Here you see the graph. In average, Ukrainian senior specialists get the salary between $2,500 and $3,500 per month. For those of you who live in United States or United Kingdom or Europe, it means that you can hire a team of 2 or 3 specialists, senior specialists, by price of 1. So, how to make your remote work successful? There are several tips that help us. First, be honest. Remote work has disadvantages, and you can fix them if you work together with your employee. At least explain this to your employee. In our case, when we hire an employee, we have a Skype call. When I talk, be open. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Don't expect I will guess what you think, what you do, or what you think. Tell me about this. Find any social activity outside the work. For example, visit conferences. Because in a few months you feel yourself lonely. So on. Moving on. Use tools for remote workers. While studying the experience of different companies who work with remote workers, I found 3 approaches and 3 types of tools used to structure the work of remote workers. First one is work on trust. In this case, you agree to pay monthly and provide your employee with leeway, so he's responsible only for result. The idea sounds pretty cool. Hire adults and you will need to hire a babysitter for them. But in reality, it doesn't always work so. For example, I know one programmer who worked at 3 full-time works of that type at the same time. And what is interesting, all 3 employers were satisfied with his results. Next type of tools is tools that uses calculating efficiency of the work. When you set up the profile for Novice, you specify, for example, that Visual Studio is productive tool and StarCraft 2 is not. Or Stack Overflow website is productive website and Facebook is not. And you agree to pay only for productive time. The employee has to turn on this tool at the beginning of the day and turn off at the end, and this is it. Then magic happens. You can work as usual, you can visit any software, any website, and if you want to relax, you can visit Facebook. But the program will consider this time as non-productive and you will not be paid. Next one is Big Brother tools. These tools don't differentiate time and calculate everything connected with the task. So if you want to work, you open the software, choose the task and click Start Counting. When you finish the work, you click Stop. Between these two actions, program calculates the time spent and monitors all the activity on the computer. You agree to pay all the time that was calculated by the program, and employee can again do anything. But the manager can see your activity and actually kick your ass if you do something wrong. What to choose is up to you. All three variants can work for you, but in any case, I would recommend you to have at least something to avoid situations similar to the situation with programmer. And in any case, no matter how advanced your program is, no matter how big data it collects, spend your energy controlling results, not the process. Moving on. Write job descriptions. When an applicant comes to your company, he needs to know your rules and how you work. If you don't have standards, you need to spend time explaining the same things again and again with every novice. To avoid that waste of time, just take a piece of paper, write everything what novice should know, and give it to read to him and read it. And if you have any question after, ask. It saves a ton of time. Implement 5-minute talks, 5-minute briefings. In our company, we start working daily at 10 o'clock from Skype conference, where all the team must be. We write text reports about what was done yesterday and what our plans for today, and we discuss them. Every employee has 1 minute for presentation maximum. Such briefings help to know what is going on in the company, help to get to know each one as a human, and help to wake up and start work at the same time. This is really a problem if you work remotely. We have tried to abolish several times that meetings, but in result, the most of the company voted for return of this particular format. So people like where something that discipline you. Implement screw-ups. How to motivate the employee? For me, it has always been a question, and I can tell that I am an expert till now. But we used the next model, that proved its efficiency for us. The salary of every employee is divided into parts. 80% is fixed part and guaranteed, and 20% this is bonus account. It is full at the beginning of the month, and the money, and if you screw up, money is charged off from it. So it's similar to the road laws. We have list of violations and the price. It looks like this. So you have to follow rules or you will be fined. I decide what screw up is and can add new screw up to this table, but I have no right to fine people unpredictably. So if new screw up occurs for the first time, you will not be fined no matter how big your violation is. For the novices, all the fines cost $1 to just get used to the system. What is more, I realize that people, no matter people claim they like freedom and they hate bureaucracy, and this is bureaucracy actually, they don't like full freedom. They like to have work rules, but that are predictable. Moving on. All about the work to dropouts. No matter how your employee is responsible, shit happens. And you as employer should be ready organizationally for these occasions. Programmers have Sven and Git. I hope you use them. For non-programmers, we implemented the rule all that is related to the work to the dropouts. It works in the following way. When a new person came to our company, I create shared folder in my Dropbox account and force people to save everything to that folder. That's it. As a result, we have the rule that very easy to implement by the employee. Just do save as to that folder, and I get all the files that is related to the work from all team in my computer for backup needs. What is more, even in free version, the box has a function to roll back changes made with files, so we get something like version control or automatic backup for non-programmer files. Use the tool. At the end, I would like to tell you a story. In 2030, Marisa Mayer, CEO of Yahoo, banned remote work in the company, totally. And people had several months to either return to the office or to find a new job. At the beginning, it caused a storm of protest. But with time, people became happy with this decision, the work became more productive, the work became more motivated, etc. Sounds like happy end. 3 years have passed, and not so far ago, Yahoo was sold by the price of $4.5 billion. Guys, this is almost 10 times less that there was offered in 2008. Even Pokemon Go has added $17 billion to the value of Nintendo. So maybe working in office is not a magical cure. I hope the principles I talked to you about was useful for you, and I wish you pleasant and productive work no matter where you're located. Thank you.